So we're going to go over the lymphatic panel in the imaet system. So over here on your navigation page, you're going to go down to systems and come down here to lymphatic and click on that. That brings you to this page. This is the lymph system page. So in this box in the middle here, we have functional stressors and we also have anatomical. You could click on either of these buttons. So when we click on functional stressors, this gives us 31 different lymph system functional stressors. Everything from tonsillitis to up here at acute leukemia. So you can click on the button that you want. So let's say just lymph nodes. This is going to tell you about lymph nodes in this box in the bottom left. So organized masses of lymphoid tissue that are distributed along the branching systems of the lymphatic vessels. They contain numerous lymphocytes and other cells that filter bacteria, dead tissue, and foreign matter from the lymph that flows through them. Then we can come over here to feedback. We can put in our time. We can add focus up here. So inflammation, infection, degeneration, and pain. And then we can either click interface if our client is hooked to the machine or virtual if we're treating remote. If you have a virtuoso, there's only going to be one button since there is no interface box. So we would click on that. That's going to run through our time, and then it's going to run through this added focus over here. And after our allotted time, it's going to tell us how much the body has harmonized that frequency. So after our 1 minute of time, the body's harmonized at 69%. And now this is running through our added focus up here. At the very bottom of the right-hand side, we also have a button for panel info. You can click on that. That will tell you about this panel. And then up here at the top on the right, we have the 4 most common stressors to the lymph system. So we've got lymphangitis, lymph plaque, lymph stasis, and lymph stimulate. So you can click on any one of these items. I'm just going to stop that. If you click stop, that stops everything. Where you can click on these, it's going to bring you in the functional stressors over here to that item, tell you about it in this box on the bottom hand left, and then you can also add focus and give this feedback. Lymph plaque, lymph stasis, and this is one of my favorites here, lymph stimulate. This is just going to move the lymph in the person who is hooked up to the machine's body or the person who you are sending the frequencies to's body. This does usually have to make them urinate as well. So we've got the anatomical we can click on as well. So this goes through, and this is the lymph nodes in the body. You could see here that there are 113 different lymph nodes programmed into the machine. Everything from the thymus to the tonsils. You've got 4 different tonsil lymph nodes programmed here. You can literally look up which lymph node is swollen in the body and then come in here, find that lymph node, let's say the celiac nodes, and then you can send that node energy with all of your added focus over here. There's nothing to scan in this panel. It's more looking up what the client needs and then going in and finding it over here. But this is one of my favorite panels.